But I'll get underway, hey? It's 9:30 and I'd like to introduce myself. I'm Emma Griffiths. I work at Arafmi and I'm your MC for today. And then our first order of business is for Joseph Rusker from Tribal Experiences to welcome us to country.
Hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Joseph Rusker, and I'm a descendant of the Yagara people of this area through my father, Shannon Rusker, who is a well-known spokesperson and songman here in Brisbane. The Yagara tribe is one of the local tribes that occupies this area, stretching from the mouth of the Brisbane River, south to the Logan River, and out to the Great Dividing Range to the foothills of Warwick and Toowoomba, and as far north as the Caboolture River. I am here today to give you what is called a welcome to country. A welcome to country isn't something that was recorded down on paper by any of our elders back in the day, and it isn't something that was just made by events organised just overnight. It is something that has been around for 60,000 years, passed down from generation to generation, and is a formal way of welcoming everyone into our area nowadays, and is also known as one of the oldest living customs in the world known to mankind. So I am part of a group called Tribal Experiences. We've been around for a couple of years now, about 20 years now. Been dancing for over 20 years since I was walking, and my role in the tribe, I'm a songman, I'm a spokesperson, I'm a bit of a didge player. I've been playing didge for a bit. And I'm also a hunter, so I love my fishing too. Also a descendant of the New Knuckle people from North Stradbroke Island. But along with the welcome to country, is also the Chummel ceremony, the smoking ceremony. And this is a ceremony that you see a lot of the Aboriginal tribes around Australia do. And this Chummel ceremony is a cleansing away all the bad spirits from the area and bringing in all the good spirits from the area. And it's also a blessing everyone into our tribal areas. Plus for us as traditional owners to call out to our ancestors and sing to our ancestors to help welcome everyone through that smoke. Along with the welcome to country and the Chummel ceremony was also the passing over the message stick. And this message stick is one which we call Yalwa Buna. And this Yalwa Buna was a piece of wood about the size of this microphone here, and was used similar to a passport back in the day, and would have different markings or carvings on it to depict the reason why another tribal group wanted to come into our area. If this other tribal group didn't have this Yalwa Buna, this message stick on them, there was a fair possibility that they could be speared dead on the spot. So we're glad they invented mobile phones these days. There are three main tribes that occupy this area: the Yagara, Jagara, and Turrbal tribes. Just on behalf of those three tribes, I'd like to welcome everyone here today by saying, Yura Namali, Yanara Ripa Jara, Nanya Birili, Nanya Bayami Jara. Means you're all welcome here today, and may God and all of our ancestors guide us here in peace. Just like to say thank you and welcome everyone. Thanks for having me here today to welcome you all here. Enjoy the rest of your day.
Thank you. Hello. Thank you, Joseph. And I also would like to acknowledge the traditional custodians of the land, the Yagara and Turrbal people, and pay my respects to their elders past and present. So a big hello to all of you here in the room and also watching on our YouTube channel. Thank you so much for joining us. We have a bit of a chockers program for you this morning, actually. And online, if you're looking on our YouTube channel, that will be until 11. And then we'll be back with you at 1:15. Also, introducing our deaf interpreters for today, Bernie. And later on, you might see Peter. Amanda. Not Peter, you're not going to see Peter at all. Peter's busy. So some essentials for those of you that are in the room today. We have the bathrooms located in the far back corner of the room or downstairs in the corridor. We have, in case of fire or emergency, which there will not be one, there is a verbal alarm. And we have stalls up the back if you haven't already had a chance to have a look at what some of our partners and allies have to offer mental health carers, then see if you can get to have a look through that later today. On your table as well, there is an intriguing little bottle there, which is a bit of a collaboration between Arafmi and that scent has been specially developed for you today as a bit of a relaxing little moment for yourself. So that's a gift for you, and we hope you do find some moments of relaxation today and all days. If that's not enough for you, you can register to get a massage. I know, how good is that? And there is a sign-in sheet on the registration desk where you can put your name down for that. Where are the massages happening? Gillian? Oh, out there? Right, just there. Beautiful. Anytime you're finding me too boring, just go and register for a massage and your day will be much better. There are also lucky door prizes today, which our chief, Irene, is going to give away and announce at the end of the day. Now, this is a trick to keep you here because the lucky door prizes are pretty good. Morning tea will be at 11, lunch will be at 12:30, there'll be a couple more speakers and some fun, and then we're going to finish up with afternoon tea at 3. So you're going to be well fed, if nothing else. Now, to kick us off, I was hoping that there'd be some music, but we're a bit worried about rights, so I might I'm just going to sing it a little bit. Smooth operator, smooth. Want to join me, Ivan? Smooth operator. It's our mental health carer in chief, our chief executive, smooth operator, Irene Cleland.
Thank you, Emma, for that speech that I definitely did not write. Welcome, everybody. Before we start, I'd also like to acknowledge the traditional custodians of the land in which we gather here today, Turrbal and Yagara people, and pay respects to elders past, present and emerging. I'm catching a breath just walking up those stairs because I was so nervous about today. I had 2 donuts last night as a stress relief thing, and it's coming back on me now. So I'm just going to take a minute to breathe. I do also want to acknowledge, whilst acknowledging the traditional custodians of the land, are you swapping because of my accent? Possibly. Okay, I'll go slower for a little bit. Cool. I do want to acknowledge that this year's actually the 1-year anniversary of the Voice referendum. And whilst the whole event was pretty traumatic, I do want to acknowledge that the ongoing trauma that the referendum's created for our First Nations folks, and I wish them well in any healing that has to happen moving forward. So today's going to be a really fun day. What I would like to do, first of all, welcome everybody in the room, welcome everybody online. I'll give you a wave there. You don't have the spray mist on the table, but if you do want some, I will commit to send an email to us and we'll send it to wherever you are. Thank you, marketing team, for doing that. We just don't want you to miss out on all of the fun. What I'd like to do just briefly is introduce you to the wonderful Arafmi team. This event could not happen without them. They've been working really hard during Mental Health Week and Carers Week to make sure these events go ahead. This is one of the last events that we have over the next 2 weeks. So could all of the Arafmi team please come down to the front? Okay. A wonderful bunch. And what I'd like you to think about when you're coming down, Arafmi, without any of you speaking to each other, I'd like you to arrange yourselves in order of the person who's been with Arafmi the most, on the furthest left-hand side, please, and the person who's been with Arafmi the newest to the right-hand side. But no speaking, Sue, no speaking, Emma. You can tell who the rule breakers are here. You can go where you want, it doesn't matter. So this is our wonderful Arafmi team. They'll be here to support you during the day, give you information. I'm not going to introduce them all by name because they are grown so large I've forgotten everybody's names already. I'm only joking, Leah. But we've got a wonderful team, and we'll talk a little bit later on at the wrap up about where Arafmi are at. And you can see we've really grown. This is my 6th carer forum. And in 2019, when I did the first carer forum, we had 3 employees for our carer team in Arafmi, just 3. Everybody else was around NDIS. So look at this phenomenal team, and it's not everybody. So these guys will be here for the rest of the day. So they're all wearing lanyards. If you need anything, let them know. They have not given me a lanyard because I promise to do things that I can't always follow up. So they're keeping me out of that. But anything you need, just let them know. All right, thank you, team, for your wonderful commitment to making this happen today. I'd like to make 2 other acknowledgements to both of our funders. So the Queensland Mental Health Commission, and Ivan will talk in a minute. So the Queensland Mental Health Commission have sponsored this event for, I think, 10 years going. Very supportive team. We've got the wonderful Karen Conlon up here, who's our lived experience carer representative. Incredible support to Arafmi. We're also funded, and the reason our staffing is so big now is we're funded by Queensland Health, Mental Health, Alcohol and Other Drug Branch, and the wonderful Sandra Ayres here, and she's going to talk too. We could not do this work without the branch and their phenomenal support. They've been incredibly responsive and adaptable to asking for what we need, and ultimately we're now able to impact carers across Queensland, and you'll hear a little bit later some of our national stuff. So I'm going to shut up in 5 minutes, but I'm going to do one small thing. There's some cards on your table. They're called 5-minute moment cards. Can everybody have a look? There's little cards on your table. Somebody who's got one, can you wave it up and show everybody else? Everybody find a card. So what we're going to do, and this is only if you're comfortable with it, but we're going to take a moment to introduce ourselves to each other. So I'm going to take a minute for you to introduce to your neighbour. I'm going to read out something that's on the card, and I'm going to read it word for the benefit of our people online. So apologies if you're reading it and you hear it again, but I'm going to read this out word for word. Taking care of yourself and well-being is a necessity, not a luxury. By taking action to rest, reset and rejuvenate, we actually get more energy and reduce symptoms like anxiety and stress. Finding time to rest and reset can sometimes be hard, but taking 5 minutes to stop and recharge can be easy. You might go outside and look at the night sky. Close your eyes, not this morning. Close your eyes and take some deep breaths. Notice the taste of the food you eat, feel the sun on your skin, or notice how things feel when you touch them. So on your table there's a card, and I want you to take a few moments to have a look at the card and write down a couple of 5-minute moments that you think might help somebody. So what works for you when you just need to take a bit of time out? So the examples I gave, go outside, feel the sun on your skin. Write down a few things or one thing that works for you. And I'm just going to give you a moment to do that. Smooth operator. There was a carer gala ball on Friday and Smooth Operator came on and I sent a video to Emma. Because I'm a smooth operator, you know. All right, I'll just give you a few more moments. And if you think this is weird and you just don't want to do it, that's okay. Like, that's a moment to yourself as well if you don't want to write anything down. These are all relevant things to do. Okay, so when you've had a chance to write something down, I'd like you to turn to the person next to you, introduce yourself, and give them your 5-minute moments card. And if you're comfortable, tell them why you've chosen that particular moment. And the other person do the same, just whatever you're comfortable with. This is the bit where I go, oh crap, I haven't written anything down. And you're Amanda. Yeah. So Amanda, our wonderful interpreter, said Amanda's a stargazer, so she goes out to outside and looks at an app on her phone to see what the stars are. Thank you, Amanda. And you? I go for a walk with my dog, or a little cuddle with my dog. I'll just wrap this up and then you coming up to introduce. Cool. That's okay. Okay, everybody, when you're ready, we'll just get you back into the room gently. Thank you for doing that. Thank you for those who were vulnerable. Thank you for those who were generous to share your 5-minute moments. I'm going to hand you back over to our wonderful MC, Emma Griffiths, to take you through the rest of the day.
Okay. And if you're watching online, this is an opportunity as well for you to remind yourself what you do for 5 minutes just for you. Do a bit of angry digging in the garden for 5 minutes. Mostly angry weeding. All right. It's so lovely to hear you all chatting to each other, and we're going to get lots of chances for that sort of connection through the breaks as well. I just want to reassure you all that not everybody is going to get a musical introduction from me. You are probably not going to hear me sing again today. Yay!